season. They come into this game at 0-8, and an Emerson Lions team at 5-3. Each team has some key players to watch, Bailey, and who are we going to see from each side tonight?
If you're looking from the Lesley side, the name is Chase Howard. Howard is averaging 20.5 points per game. He's the go-to guy. They run everything through him. And he's the guy, if you want to compete and stay in games, your offense is running through him, so you got to see him play well. From the Emerson side, it's really, Avi, pick anyone you want. You can go Jack O'Connor, Nate Martin, Zach Waterhouse. Heck, you can even go Jared Houston. I mean, the depth for the Lions is so deep, but if there's one person I want to watch, it's Nate Martin. Because O'Connor has been taking a lot of the pressure lately, and that leaves Nate Martin room to dominate. He averaged 5 points per game last year, and he's now averaging 17.9 points per game this year to lead the team in scoring. This kid's game has completely changed from last year to this year, and I think it's all because of the playing time.
The last time that these two teams played, it was November 15th of last season, in which Emerson won easily, 94-57.
But the one thing you got to keep in mind, in the Curley era, this is his 6th year here at Emerson, they are just 3-2 against Lesley. So it's been pretty evenly matched these past couple times they've squared off. Maybe not by the scoreboard, but by the wins and loss department.
Lesley is coached by program legend Devon Mayo, and we are underway here at the Brian Plofker Gym. Glad you're aboard with us here on Emerson Channel Sports. As Emerson controls early, a quick shot from Jack O'Connor rims out. Offensive rebound leaks out to Waterhouse. Looking inside for Jared Houston. He gets doubled.
Yeah.
Ball swing to Waterhouse for three. No good. Offensive rebound, Houston, and he puts it right back in.
Too strong right there. Jared Houston is a tower out there compared to Lesley. And they're going to take a timeout. Real quick.
And a 30-second timeout, Bailey. I don't think I've seen this here on a D3 level. We are seconds into this game, and head coach Devon Mayo already calling for time.
It's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off. I mean, he must have saw something right away. I mean, the couple offensive boards you give up right there, 2 of them, you know, something's got to change. And this is big momentum right off the bat. You got to say, hey, guys, come on. We got to make adjustments. We can't give them second chance opportunities because that's what will kill us.
Let's give you the lineups really quickly. For Lesley, they got number 2, Kyle Murphy. Dominique Herman wearing 12. Trayvon Trent, the only senior on this team, wearing 22. He's got the ball right now. James Du Bois wearing number 23, and number 24, Chase Howard. For the Lions, Jared Houston, he scored earlier, number 23. Trevor McLean, you see him right here on defense, wearing number 2. Jack O'Connor wearing 4, Nate Martin wearing 5, and Zach Waterhouse wearing 10. Howard misses the shot for Lesley. Back come the Lions.
Solid defense right there by Houston, just getting a hand in his face.
Trevor McLean hands to Martin, who had a great game against Amherst.
Easy.
Yeah. Inside to Houston, doing a pull-up on the rim.
Yep. A little emphasis right there on the slam. You saw that coming. Connor saw it on the pick and roll and was like, hey, big man, you take this and you flush this one home.
A lot of players on these Lions looking to bounce back after a disappointing home loss to Amherst.
Oh, no.
Houston rejecting Murphy at the rim. Trent puts up a shot. Rebound to the Lions. Lesley wanted a call there. Waterhouse to the hole. Kicks it out. Martin. O'Connor on the left wing. Rebounded by Lesley. That's James Du Bois. One of 2 Du Bois players on this team.
Waterhouse looking like he's got something wrong with his eye. Can't really open it right now. Slowly trying to blink and just get something going.
Murphy on the outside. Herman on the drive. Fakes.
Travel.
Banks it in, but a traveling violation called.
And let's see what they're going to do. They're checking in James Beckwith, and he's going to take out Waterhouse because something's wrong with his eye right now. He looked like he got poked in the eye. He's going to go to the bench and get that taken care of right away.
You see this often with Coach Curley. If there's somebody who looks like they're having trouble on the court physically, Curley will take them out in a heartbeat.
He doesn't care who it is either. It could be your best player on your team. Yeah.
And Martin, he dragged his pivot foot. We saw this in the last game between Emerson and LaSalle. A lot of travels called early on and a couple here.
Yeah, a couple early travels. Sometimes it's just the jitters. I know it's just a regular game and these guys are used to it, but sometimes you can still get a little nervous. Doesn't matter about the situation or the game.
Du Bois looking for some room. Herman almost dragged his pivot foot. Howard looking for somebody. It's Trent. And miscommunication there, and it's a turnover.
Just tough defense right there. And Chase Howard having a tough night so far. I mean, Howard is listed at 6'5", one of the taller players on this Lesley team. Jared Houston has a solid 5 to 6 inches on him.
Beckwith in the game, hoists a three, short. Almost got the rebound, grabbed by Du Bois. He lost the ball to O'Connor. O'Connor with nobody ahead. Jams it down and the foul.
Yeah, O'Connor slamming it down, making sure right there, the guy who fouled him right there knows it. Getting right up in his face.
O'Connor cleared for takeoff. Oh my.
There's the steal right there by O'Connor, and nothing's going to stop him right there.
2 hands for safety.
And he felt that pressure coming from James Du Bois right there and still was able to fish with the nice slam.
And Du Bois will sit. Luckman Abdul Rauf checks in for the first time for the Lynx. As O'Connor had a double-double against Amherst. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, though. And misses the free throw.
And you don't see that very often. O'Connor's an 87.3% free throw shooter, so it's very rare when you see him miss him at the line.
Murphy on the outside. Howard to Herman. Double clutches in the air over Jared Houston.
That's tough. That's a tough basket right there, and that's a big one to be made.
First points of the game for Lesley.
Feed it into the big man.
Inside Houston, he gets hit. And a foul. That's going to be on Trayvon Trent.
No surprise there. Lions are just going to try and feed it into the big man, so you might want to expect him to have a monster night. He's got a huge height advantage, so don't be surprised if early on they're feeding the big man.
The tallest player
it's not even close, really.
Is 6'5". And Houston, the Norwood Mass native, standing at 6'10". Hits the first free throw. Rattles on the second, and he'll be subbed out by Ben Holding, or as my good friend Bailey Kennedy likes to say, Benny Buckets.
Benny Buckets is in. Is he the lone senior? Lone senior on this team?
No, Jack O'Connor and Ben Holding.
How could I forget Jack O'Connor? But one of 2 seniors. Benny Buckets been here all 4 years. It's great to see him getting some PT early on. He's a great 6th man. But definitely want to see him get some buckets. That's what the people want and need.
Costas Tatis in the game for the first time for the Lynx. And looking for Howard there on the baseline. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, can't get it to go.
Yeah.
A lot of energy from the Lynx early.
That's big. I mean, you got to get those second chance opportunities. It looked like a little miscommunication there between Holding and Martin. He thought Martin was going to box out Howard, and Howard just sneaks through and gets the easy, uncontested offensive board, and then goes up for the layup right there and gets fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2 right here.
Chase Howard coming into this game averaging 20.5 points a night. Their top scorer by a lot.
Yeah, not even close, really. Is it 20.5 for him, and the next high score is at 11.9.
And that would be Tatis,
yep,
who's on the court now, coming off the bench. And lead now 8-4 after both free throws made by Howard. O'Connor in the corner. Martin back to O'Connor. O'Connor looking for an angle, and he got it to go.
Nice shot right there by O'Connor, but that's what you're accustomed to. The kid fighting through, creating space, and getting some contact and still managing to hit it. And it looks like he's playing with a little bit of a nose injury. His nose is a little wrapped up right there, so he's feeling some pain. Probably a broken nose would be my best guess, but kid's a scrapper and a fighter, so he'll play through anything.
Tatis backing down McLean.
Yeah.
And a whistle.
Connor was running like a freight train pretending he didn't hear the whistle.
And McLean picks up his first. A good matchup there. They were able to find a big and get a guard matched up on him.
Yeah, and I mean, McLean's one of the smaller guys that you'll see on the court. Not just in this game, he's the second smallest person we'll see in this game at 5'8". Bonnie's 5'7". But he's usually one of the smallest guys out there, so when teams see that mismatch, they'll take it.
This is a Emerson team. They average 84 points per game, while this Lesley team, they average 69 points per game. So we'll see how these offenses fare as the free throws are split.
And Lesley lets up points in bunches. They've allowed 100 points multiple times this year. 4 times this year they've allowed 100 points.
There goes Nate Martin. He had an incredible game against Amherst, 28 points. Trent in the corner for three, knocks it down. Trayvon Trent.
That's big. And Avi, we talked about this before the game. Lesley winless, so they got something to play for right now. And if Emerson comes out and messes around, this could become a very, very competitive game. It has been under the Curley era.
Beckwith misses a deep three. Tatis in the post, guarded by Holding. Goes up and under, banks in a tough move.
That's a big one right there. Tatis getting to the hard way right there. And I think right now you're going to start seeing some frustrations coming out of the Lions.
A lot of energy
from the bench,
from the Lesley bench. O'Connor hoists, knocks it down. A big answer from the senior.
If you're Trent right there, there's nothing you can do. That was great closeout defense. He had a hand in his face, but O'Connor will hit that one so often.
Howard spinning on Martin. That rolls off the rim and a late whistle, and that will go against Lesley.
Yeah, it's going to be on Tatis.
And a fleet of substitutions coming from Emerson. Holding, Martin, and Beckwith will sit. Waterhouse, Houston, and Ben Allen check in. Allen coming in for the first time.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see Allen, freshman, getting some time early on. You know, it's good to see. But it's also interesting to see you get Waterhouse back in there. It looks like his eye's all fixed up. And you get Jared Houston, the big man, back in there. Tough pass right there.
McLean controls for Emerson. Driving to the hole, a whistle, but before the shot. And that's on Luckman Abdul Rauf. That's his first. And off a screen, Waterhouse open on the baseline.
Too little.
Didn't get anything there. A patient move there by Houston, but missed it at the rim.
He's got to finish that one right there.
In the corner now, Murphy, a miscommunication. That ball will go to the backcourt. And an over and back.
Coach Mayo was not happy right there by Tatis's decision to wait a little too long to touch the ball and get the call. But got to be a little smarter with that one, because Waterhouse almost came down with that one and flushed that down.
Backdoor cut, O'Connor couldn't get it to go. Here comes Trent the other way. And a moving screen, offensive foul. That's going to be on Chase Howard.
Jack Healy going to check in.
Jack Healy comes into the game
for McLean.
As Trevor McLean takes a seat. 7 minutes into this one, Lions lead by 5. Healy gets a screen up top from Houston. Allen with a drive with the left hand. Strong. Who's got the rebound? It's Houston.
Who else?
And a foul. When the ball's up high, usually the tallest guy is going to get it.
He's got that advantage. So no surprise that he's coming down with the board right there. And he's got a bunch of offensive boards so far. I know he might have only 3 boards in the game. I think all 3 of them might be offensive boards.
Kostas Tatsis picks up his second foul, and he's subbed out for Dominique Herman. O'Connor. Waterhouse is wide open. Doesn't even hit the rim. Zach Waterhouse from downtown.
Too easy right there. Can't give him that shot. He's money from the 3-point line.
And here's Trent, the only senior on this team. Backdoor pass, Houston, blocked at the rim. Jared Houston.
Kid's just having fun. You see the block, and he's smiling.
The trailer, Waterhouse, yes, sir! Back-to-back threes.
Too easy. Too easy for Waterhouse. You give him time and space to shoot, he will hit that shot every single day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Bailey, his eyes seem fine to me.
Yeah, no, I think he's seeing it fine now. He's seeing the ball, putting it in the back of the basket, so making it look easy. And he's come alive. 6 points, all coming since he checked back in. He's playing great, and they've gone on a fantastic run.
Lions lead by 11, and this Lesley team had a great energy to them at the beginning, and they were right in it early on. It's starting to slip away now. What do they have to do to keep this close?
They just got to continue. I don't know what it was that kept them in it. They just hung around. They weren't doing anything special offensively. They weren't doing anything special defensively. They just hung around. There's really no words to describe it. But the Lions, their shots are falling. Everything's kind of clicking for them. They're gonna have to scrap and fight their way back into this game, but it's doable. Only 11 points, and the Lions are getting people in right away. They're making sure everyone's getting playing time tonight.
Head coach Devon Mayo in his second season with the Lynx. He was an assistant coach the year before. Arguably one of the best players in their program history. He graduated in 2017. He was a 2-year captain, a member of the 1,000-point club. He actually played with Trayvon Trent, who's on this team, and now he's coaching him. They went 16-11 in the 2016-2017 season, which is the best record in program history. So he's been a part of some big moments here for this Lynx program.
It's been a tough 2 years for him so far. So far, he's 2-31 in his career as the head coach. But you can't blame him. You know, it takes some time to get your players in and get things going. And I'm sure once he gets it in, because he was a great player, he'll figure out the coaching thing right away. And this team will be a contender right away.
Howard on the baseline, got it to go. Tough shot over O'Connor.
Just great play by Howard, and that's what you expect. If you watch Lesley basketball, Chase Howard is the guy to go to.
Waterhouse.
Yeah, offense. Ooh. Yep.
They were trying to get the ball inside to Houston, but a little too aggressive by Jared Houston.
Yeah, just doing a little too much trying to create space and get the wide open layup right there, but they call him for the offensive foul right there.
Houston's had a couple of games where he's picked up some quick fouls, and after picking up his first, he will be replaced by Ben Holding.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart move right now, because if this game gets close, you don't like the odds, honestly. If this team can hang around, it's a scary, scary thing.
Howard guarded by Allen, going baseline, and a traveling is called. It looked like it was a great move by Howard.
Incredible move right there to create space, but took that extra step, and they're going to call that one. That's a tough blow.
Ben Allen controls for Emerson. O'Connor, cross-court pass to Healy. Healy gets tripped up and fouled.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there. Healy maybe sold it a little bit, but he got a little bit of a push right there, so it makes sense.
That's going to be called on Kyle Murphy, his first, and he will take a seat. He's going to be replaced by Dean Grant, the freshman in for the first time. And Healy at the line for a 1-and-1, misses the first.
That's a tough one right there for Healy. Playing a little bit now. You gotta make the most of it when you get out there. Tough to see him miss that free throw.
7 fouls in the half for Lesley, and Emerson will go to the free throw line after every foul now.
That's
in
money.
the corner. No good. That's Abdul Rauf who missed the three. Back the other way comes Waterhouse. Trailer is holding.
Foul, yep.
He got hit before he was able to go up.
Trent not happy about that call.
And that's on Trayvon Trent.
Second.
2 on him.
So here we go. Benny buckets.
Trent heads to the bench. And Kyle Murphy, a quick breather, and he's right back in the game. And the senior, Ben Holding, misses the first. Waterhouse gets the offensive rebound, and he puts it right back in.
Just how he drew it up. Gave Waterhouse the look, hey, I'm going to miss this free throw front end, and you're just going to get it and just put it back in. Easy like that, right?
Emerson leads by 11. And a foul. That's on O'Connor. And that's going to be his first. Head coach Devon Mayo still not happy with that call.
I don't think it was that call. I think he was more so frustrated with his team. They got to get into their offensive sets. That's what he's saying. Hey, we get the ball. We got to set something up offensively.
Abdul Rauf. That's Grant. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to go to work. Here's Howard working on Allen. A slow walk to the hoop. Howard missed it. Allen rebounded. Good defense from the freshman.
Yeah, you'll take that one right there. That was tough defense. Just couldn't get it to go right there.
Spin move, but can't finish. Down the court is Grant for three.
Yeah, oh.
Hits the three, but another traveling is called.
Yeah, it's not ideal right there. You gotta be ready, catch it, get ready, make sure you're doing everything the right way. He just took an extra step right there, and they call that travel.
Jack Healy takes the seat. James Beckwith is back in the game. And now Martin controls. Haven't said his name a lot so far. Waterhouse, another three. Rattles out. Rebound tipped into the hands of Howard.
You'll take that shot from Waterhouse right there. It may be a tough contested shot, but that's usually where he thrives.
Howard guarded by Allen at the free throw line. Back iron, no good. Herman the rebound. And a new 20 for the Lynx.
Oh, yep, that's going to be on Martin.
Martin trying to take that away. He fouls Grant. That's the first on Nate Martin.
That was good. I liked it. Tried to pressure it, almost poked the ball free, and he just tried to fight and get the loose ball. And a little push right there. Gets the foul call on him.
We're in the second half of the first half now, the de facto second quarter, if you will. Murphy hoists. No good. Beckwith skies for the rebound. Allen, Waterhouse.
Nice fake.
He goes baseline, up and under. Left it short. And it's going to stay Lesley ball.
Stay Emerson.
Or, excuse me, yes.
It's tough.
Emerson's ball. Ben Allen heads to the bench. Trevor McLean
Back in, yeah.
back in.
Waterhouse was wide open,
Inside,
but yes.
Ben Holding was open too.
Yep, I'll take it. Give me Benny buckets all day right there. Easy play, set up for him. He's wide open and gets the easy two right there. Love to see it.
The Lions lead by 13 now. Abdul Rauf looking for somebody. Grant almost had that pass stolen. Murphy inside, banks it in over Ben Holding.
One thing I'm noticing so far is the Lions are going for the flashy plays. They're trying to make the steals that will lead to transition. Lesley has struggled this year if you look at their results, and you cannot underestimate them because if you start playing around, try and make the fancy plays, they will come back and make this game and possibly beat you, and that's not what you want to see.
Waterhouse's shot falls off the rim. Lesley comes the other way. Murphy in deep, missing. Holding rebounding. Back the other way. Waterhouse, Beckwith. They go inside, Holding. Pass to McLean. Beckwith hoists and hits.
That's beautiful. So pretty right there. Beckwith. Nice big three, puts the lead up to 14. That's huge right there.
James Beckwith, call him instant offense off the bench as he hits a three. Shadowing Abdul Rauf. Howard looking for Murphy. Bounce pass inside. Herman too strong, holding another rebound. Beckwith the other way. Martin controls now.
Yep.
Holding, fades. Oh! Benny buckets!
Is that Dirk Nowitzki right there with the nice little fading, floating jumper right there? That is so pretty. I taught him everything he knows.
That you did, Bailey, and we're now with 7 minutes to go in the half. In the corner, Murphy. His three short. Holding is gobbling up every rebound.
He's making the most of every second he's getting on the court.
Beckwith, yes sir! James Beckwith! And Lesley needs time.
Yeah, that was a big three right there by Beckwith. You know, you go from a 16-point game, it's not ideal, but hit that three, make it 19 points. That is a tough deficit to get into with 6:46 remaining in this first half of play.
Well, Waterhouse has hit a couple of threes. Beckwith now has hit a couple of threes. Holding is grabbing every rebound. And the Lions, they lead by 19, Bailey.
I mean, you can't really indicate one person. Everyone's kind of done everything. You got Waterhouse with 8. You got O'Connor with 7. Beckwith with 6. Houston with 6. Holding with 4. And the guy we talked about before, Nate Martin, has only got 2 points. So it's been a very big team effort. It's not one person. And that goes to how much depth the Lions have. They can kill you not just by one person. They can kill you with multiple people. And that's the scary thing about this team.
And we mentioned before the game, Chase Howard, he's the guy that the Lynx are going to need to go to. He's 1 for 6 so far. You've seen the freshman, Ben Allen, hold his own and then some on the defensive end. He's played an excellent first half so far.
Absolutely. And once again, we talked about this with Ortiz in the LaSalle Emerson women's basketball game. They have done a great job of taking the best player from the team that they're playing and having someone go on him and make sure there's always help defense there to help them and make shots more difficult. And this has been a team effort on making Howard 1 for 6 from the field. They've done a great job as a team defensively.
Nate Martin, Jack O'Connor, Trevor McLean, James Beckwith, and Jalen Agato. The lineup that Coach Curley has on the court for Emerson. Curley, in his 6th season with the team, the 2019 NUMAC Coach of the Year.
Former BC standout, too.
An impressive move down low. Kostas Tatsis.
He's playing great so far. I've been really impressed with him.
He's got 2 fouls, though. O'Connor finds Beckwith. And it rolls in. Beckwith knows these rims.
Can I just say something? Beckwith just reminds me of Jeff Gray. I don't know if it's just the fact he's wearing the number 3 or just something, the look of him reminds me of Jeff just with the right-handed shooter.
He's got a smooth release. And also a smooth release is Tatis.
He's playing great, as I just mentioned. Hitting some tough shots and just keeping Lesley in this ballgame. Been very impressed.
He's their leading scorer with 7 early on. McLean guarded by Grant. Gets a screen, open shot, and he'll take it and make it.
That's a nice shot right there by McLean. Jalen creating space for him right there with the pick, and just easy money right there for McLean.
Inside, Tatsis with a ball fake on Agato. And poked out of bounds. That was Nate Martin with good help defense.
Good defense right there by the 2 of them, really playing tough trap defense right there. And they force almost the turnover right there, but goes out off the line, so Lesley will keep possession.
Chase Howard comes back in the game for Lesley, replacing Dean Grant. Inside Tatsis, and missing a right-handed hook. McLean backs it out. They were looking to find O'Connor down low. And that pass is stolen.
Double dribble.
And a double dribble in the game for the first time is, or excuse me, that was John Du Bois.
It's tough right there.
John Du Bois turning it over, and under 5 minutes to go, the Lions have it. O'Connor rises and hits. He made that look so easy, Bailey.
He does. He always takes that shot and always seems to make it and just makes it look so easy and so pretty, silky smooth every time.
Howard, that's money.
That's his shot right there. And if it's open, he's going to take it and he's going to hit. He's not afraid to shoot the ball a lot in games.
He's already shot the ball 8 times. And McLean backs it up. They're looking for O'Connor in the post. Now Martin feeds McLean. Hoists a 3. And it's rebounded by John Du Bois.
And the shocking thing is McLean is 50% from beyond the arc on the year. That is very impressive.
Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Tatis down low, banks it in, and the foul. And that gets a roar from his head coach.
You gotta be. That's a great play right there by Tatis, getting it in the paint, and just being tough and physical right there and getting the tough too.
Jalen Agado, James Beckwith, they take a seat. Jared Houston returns, and Stefan Fabrizio in the game.
Tatis, a transfer from RIT coming over this program, and he's been great since he put on this Lesley uniform.
O'Connor controls. Martin looking for Fabrizio, can't find him, now backs it up. O'Connor hoists a deep one and knocks it down. Threes are raining everywhere for the Emerson Lions, and O'Connor hits his second.
Jack O'Connor, you saw it last year in the New Mac Championship game, and you've seen it every single time since he's put on the Lions uniform. He just makes things look so easy.
Du Bois gets blocked. The Lions come up with it. O'Connor spins, McLean, pump fake, and a block called on Trent. That's 3 fouls on the senior. And he's gonna have to take a seat.
Yeah, he's frustrated.
Kyle Murphy checks in, and also checking in is Sink Williams, replacing Dominique Herman. Williams in the game for the first time. We mentioned Du Bois. There's 2 Du Bois players on this team, Bailey. We got James Du Bois, and we've got John Du Bois, both from New Haven, Connecticut.
Yep, brothers.
Both of which have played in other schools.
Yep, and then made their way to Lesley. So everywhere they've gone, they've pretty much stayed together. So it's cool to see that brotherly bond.
And McLean knocks down that free throw. 44-22. The Lions are doubling up the Lynx right now with just about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Tatis, shadowed by Houston. He backs up, and he knocks it down. Kostas Tatis.
Hey, he's playing great, and he's done a great job of showing that he can do more from just in the paint. He can extend, get the mid-range jumpers, and knock them down. He's playing outstanding so far.
Hailing all the way from Athens, Greece. McLean wide open. Get that in.
Yeah.
Trevor McLean.
Just so easy right there. Holding the 3 a little extra, making sure that people know, I got this in the bag.
Lees has 7 points so far with 4 assists. A good first half for the Boston native. Howard fires it across the court. Tatis on the left wing. Yes, sir!
He can't miss. He cannot miss right now. He is just en fuego.
And being on the outside, he pulls Jared Houston away from the rim, Bailey.
Yeah, it makes things tough. You know, if you're taking the big man out and force him to go in the middle, it's going to create space and room for big guys like Chase Howard to operate.
Houston is fouled. And the foul on Sink Williams. And that's Williams, his first, and Jared Houston will go right back to the free throw line. Good on the first. Subbing in for the Lynx is James Du Bois, replacing John Du Bois.
Houston been solid at the line so far. I believe he's 4 for 4 now on the night. Just been very consistent. You don't usually see that from the big men. Usually being perfect from the line. You usually see them have a little bit of struggles, but he's been pretty solid.
Houston takes a seat, and in the game for the first time is Jake Peter, the sophomore hailing from Charlotte. And Tatsis backing down Peter. Passes that out. Williams in the corner. He drives. A tough shot. Rebounded by Fabrizio. Peter left open. Rattled out. That one halfway down. The bench was ready to explode had that gone in.
That would have been big right there.
Murphy in the paint. Howard backs up. Screen. Du Bois. Howard for 3. Short.
Good hands-up defense right there by Martin. Just keeping his hands up and making it just a difficult shot for Howard.
Peter on the drive. Right hand. No good. Fabrizio tips it up and in.
Big play right there by Fabrizio. Just getting a little piece of it right there. The Duxbury native. Coming from where Coach Bill Curley grew up in the Duxbury.
Exactly. And you know Curley had his eye on him during the recruiting process.
He was like, I got to keep my Duxbury and South Shore natives coming all together.
That foul is on Trevor McLean, his second, and he will sit. Allen will return, as will Waterhouse, and McLean sits with O'Connor. And James Du Bois will shoot a 1-and-1. He makes the first. Dominique Herman and Luckman Abdul-Rauf replace Kotsis Tatsis and Chase Howard, their 2 top guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 44.7 seconds left. You want to get them some rest and make sure they're fully ready to go for the second half of play.
Du Bois rattles home both free throws. 51-29, Emerson leads. Fabrizio backing down Murphy. He turns, he fades, short. Allen picks it up. He has it blocked. Picks it back up and in, and the foul. Ben Allen not giving up.
Great play right there by Allen. You see after he makes the bucket, shaking his head, being like, no one can stop me right there. That's all me. Easy money.
Foul is on Herman. Howard, only a short rest as Herman heads to the bench. Fabrizio sits for the Lions, and Holding returns. 28.2 seconds left in this first half. One that has been dominated by the Lions. Allen completes the 3-point play. Trayvon Trent returns, replacing James Du Bois. Trent controls. And they will try to get the last shot of this first half. Allen not giving him any breathing room.
It's good defense.
And the double comes from Peter. Trent gives it up.
Out of bounds, yeah.
And that went out of bounds off of Williams.
Just off his foot right there.
And now Emerson has an opportunity to get the final shot. And Trent will leave, as will Howard. They're not trying to get either of their top guys in foul trouble. John Du Bois is back in, as is Herman. Martin fires a 3. No good. Tipped. And the buzzer sounds, and we go to halftime. 54-29, Emerson leads in that first half. A couple of big performances at the top. Jack O'Connor has 12 for the Lions. Kostas Tatsis has 14 for the Lynx. What'd you see in that first half? What is Coach Curley telling his team at the break?
I think the biggest thing they're telling, Coach Curley's telling the guys is, you know, it got close at points, but we adjusted. We made some stops to the team, and we got everyone involved. That's the biggest thing. O'Connor with 12, Beckwith with 8, Waterhouse with 8, Houston with 8, McLean coming alive with 7. So you're getting everyone really involved. That's the biggest thing when you're up 54-29. You want to get everyone involved, everyone doing stuff, and that's been the biggest adjustment they made. When it was close, they said, hey, let's hold it down. Let's figure some stuff out. O'Connor caught fire. and that was able to create opportunities for everyone else to get going, and they played great the end of this first half.
A big lead at halftime for the Emerson Lions. They lead the Lesley Lynx 54-29. We'll be back after this break for the second half. Lesley Lynx 54-29 as we are set to start the second half here on Emerson Channel Sports. Avi Cargloth alongside Bailey Kennedy. Bailey, what did you see in that first half?
I mean, you saw a little bit of everything. I mean, the Lions so far, everyone's contributed. The list can go on and on. O'Connor, Beckwith, Waterhouse, Houston, McLean, everyone's gotten it. But the man who I wanted to talk about was Kostas Tatis, getting the bucket right there. He's up to 16 points now, had 14 at the end of the first half. This kid has put on an absolute show offensively for Lesley.
A moving screen is going to be called on Jared Houston. Tatis did not start this game, but he is starting the second half, Bailey. What does that tell you about his play so far?
That tells you he's just played outstanding so far. I mean, 14 points. He's done it on 7 of 8 shooting. He's now up at 16, but he's done it on 7 of 8 shooting. He's been effective when he's shooting the ball, and it's been going in the basket. So you got to reward him for playing so well.
Murphy cut off. He had 2 points in the first half, and Trayvon Trent with it, who picked up 3 fouls. He's driving on Houston with a ball fake. Back out Murphy, 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to scoop it up.
Nope.
It never even hit the rim. And a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Lions.
Just great, solid defense, as you were just saying. Just good movement. Everyone's getting involved. Everyone was moving the right way. So forced the turnover, and that was big right there.
That's the 10th turnover for Lesley. Emerson has 4 turnovers, but Lesley has not scored any points off of them, whereas the Lions have scored 7 points off of Lynx turnovers, and a putback from Jared Houston.
Too easy for the big man right there. Usually if he's grabbing an offensive board, he's getting the putback right there. He towers over people, and he just gets the easy 2 right there.
You can't teach height, Bailey.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I wish you could, but you can't.
Here's Herman. Trent hoists a deep one. Knocks it down. Trayvon Trent from deep.
That's good offense. Recognizing you had the big man in Houston out there, you drag him out and you shoot the 3, because Houston's not the most comfortable guy when you have him out on the wing. So he took advantage of that.
That's Trent's second 3. Martin steps into one. Short. And ends up in the hands of Chase Howard. Down the court, Murphy lays it in with the left hand. Kyle Murphy for 2.
And the bench is getting fired up right now for Lesley. Started off the second half playing extremely well so far.
It's still a 20-point game.
Yeah, it is, but, you know, right now at the deficit, you'll take whatever you can get.
Waterhouse back out. O'Connor will drive. Martin open for 3. Halfway down and out.
His shots just aren't falling tonight. Tough night for him. Ooh, good pass.
Down the court. Oh, Jared Houston denying.
Not up in here, says Jared.
A Euro step down the court for Jack O'Connor. This is that high-flying offense that we've come to expect from the Lions.
And it's a great defense making great offense.
Chase Howard responds. He hits a 3.
That's big right there. Howard really hadn't done much. He's 2 of 8 at the end of the first half. Now he's up to 9 points on the night. Big game for him.
McLean in the corner. Gets a screen from Houston.
Big
Got
man,
the switch inside Houston. Up and under, the patience and the touch in the lane for Houston.
So good at that. When he feels the pressure, he always feels it, senses when to go up with it, and always seems to be getting it in.
Tatis working on Houston, a whistle, and he stepped out of bounds. Houston with great defense on the baseline.
Yeah, once again, just putting his foot and saying, here, you're either going to step out of bounds or you're going to have to swing back around. Solid defense right there by the big guy.
Bailey, you sound like a coach.
It's, you know, dabble. Coached 6th grade basketball a couple years ago. That was my point of emphasis.
O'Connor the other way, gets a screen up top from Houston. Inside, Jared Houston. He is cooking to start the second half.
He's absolutely lights out so far. He's up to 14 points, and he's done it just by getting, either it's off the pick and roll or just him creating space. He's done an excellent job.
And how about Jack O'Connor? That's his 6th assist. And on the other side, Kostas Tatsis continues his impressive performance.
And the impressive thing is, Tatis is usually being covered by Houston, and the height advantage is all Houston. Houston is 6'10", Tatis is 6'5", so you got 5 inches right there. Tatis has really forced Houston to play in uncomfortable situations. He's either making them come out and cover him at the three-point line, which Houston is not a fan of, and then attacking the basket. He's really just made Houston's night pretty tough.
Curley just took out 4 players, everyone but Jack O'Connor. So we've got Ben Allen, Jack Healy, Ben Holding, and James Beckwith. And there's Beckwith rattling out that jumper. Trent the other way, attacking multiple Lions at once. Tatsis for 3. Back iron.
Good
Offensive
board.
Rebound to Howard. Trent playing catch with Howard. He's spinning on O'Connor, up and under.
That's
what a
nice
pretty move.
So pretty. O'Connor playing solid defense, but Howard just gets him up a little bit and just gets it by him.
Using his pivot foot well. Beckwith. Healy rises in the corner. He answers back with a 3. Jack Healy.
Nice shot right there by Healy, creating his own shot and getting the 3 points right there.
The junior guard from New York City gets it to go from deep. Howard rises, rattling it in right over O'Connor.
That's just not much you can do there. Once again, O'Connor, solid defense. And the scary thing is if Howard gets going, he can get going.
Healy, same spot, same result.
Booyah.
Jack Healy.
Woo. Jack Healy getting it going right now. He just can't seem to miss right now. If he can continue to get to that spot, I think they'll be feeding it to him.
In the corner is Herman. Tatsis backing down, Holding. And he gets a bird.
Yep.
And a foul.
Yeah, that's a good call right there. Holding tried to just stay with him right there, but Tatis putting up a couple nice moves right there and draws the foul.
2 fouls on Holding. Tatsis with 19 points and counting as he rims out the first. Luckman Abdul Rauf replaces Chase Howard.
And Tatis season high so far with 20 points that came against Riviere, so he's right around his season high right here at 19. Now with 20.
And Chase Howard checked out of the game. He did not go to the bench. He is walking over to the corner of the gym.
Looking like he's seeing the trainers right now, getting something checked out. We'll keep an eye on that.
O'Connor finds Allen, a good jab, and finish in the lane. Ben Allen, aggressive, determined. He knew exactly what he was doing with that basketball once he got it.
Yeah, great play by Allen, attacking the defense and getting the tough 2 right there.
Back the other way is Herman. Runs through a gauntlet of Lions, missing that shot. Holding down the court, tipped by Murphy.
Yeah, Holding was definitely not a quarterback in high school for his football team right there.
A contact foul and a charge drawn by Ben Holding, taking one for the team.
Makes up for that turnover right there, takes the charge. Big play right there by Benny Buckets.
And they called that on Dominique Herman. That's 2 on him. Trayvon Trent will sit. James Du Bois replaces him. Lions with a healthy lead, 70-47. Holding, fakes the handoff to O'Connor. Allen, O'Connor off a screen, catch and shoot. Not that time. Rebound. Tapped out and will stay Emerson ball. That went off of Murphy.
That's a tough one right there. I don't know about that one, but you'll take it if you're the Lions.
Off a screen.
Corner pocket,
Healy from the corner. Rims out. And it will go to Emerson. Or excuse me, it will be off of Emerson. It will go to Lesley.
Yeah, another one. Might be a makeup call from the one before where it should have been Lesley, but ended up being Emerson. So
you're into makeup calls, baby.
Yeah, you got to be into it. Refs are all about it. Make a mistake, you got to just make it up.
Murphy rises and hits Kyle Murphy. That's his first three.
That was a really nice shot right there. It was solid defense, but just creating space and hitting it in a very contested shot right there. Just a great play.
They were looking for Holding, and now Holding will set a screen up top. Healy gets in the corner, dribbles it out. Holding will fire and hit Benny Buckets for two.
Yep, love it. Feed him the rock. Let's just go ISOs for Benny Buckets every play.
It looked like Healy was looking for Ben Allen, and it looked like Holding almost intercepted that.
Yeah, just right time, right place. You know, they don't ask how. They just ask how many.
Tatsis with a nice pump fake, and he got fouled.
Yeah, and they're going to take Holding out for that one. That's the second time he's kind of fallen for that up fake.
That's 3 fouls on Ben Holding. And Kostas Tatsis will go to the line. Jalen Agado getting set to check in to replace Holding.
And is our best guess.
Tatsis misses the first.
Yeah, he did. Take out Holding right there. Tatis 1 point away from a season high. 21, and there we go. Gets it.
Kostas Tatsis, 8 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 2 from deep, now 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Impressive numbers.
Played really well.
James Beckwith knocks that down. He makes it look too easy. I'm telling you, Bailey, he's got a smooth release.
Oh, yeah, it's so silky smooth and just so pretty. It's hard to stop.
Down the lane, James Du Bois did not stop for anybody.
Oh, here it is. Beckwith money. Yup.
Didn't even touch the rim. James Beckwith.
I'm telling you, just so pretty. And at times, I'm telling you, I'm seeing Jeff Gray-esque moments from him. Just, I know he's a righty. That's the biggest difference so far. But just the way he plays, his body size and everything reminds you of Jeff Gray. And just with more poise as a freshman, getting more playing time.
O'Connor down the lane, bump, the harm, and the hoop. Jack O'Connor, can't forget about him.
Yeah, you can't. Jack O'Connor's been huge all year. It started last year, and he's just continued to play strong. He's up to 16 points right now.
Timeout called by Lesley, a full timeout. 11:07 to go in the second half. Emerson 79, Lesley 53. Jack O'Connor going to the free throw line. He just hit that shot. He's got 16 points to lead the team. Jared Houston, give him 14 points, 6 boards. Some big performances here in the first half.
Yeah, it's the second half.
Sorry, second half,
You know, we can rewind the game back. I know you got some things. You might have some papers to write, but we'll rewind for a little bit.
Bailey, it's finals season, and the students who were able to show up today, impressive on their part as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, but the second half has just been a great showing. Connor played huge in the first half, but Jared Houston has come alive in the second half.
Beckwith has played well as well.
Yeah, hitting some couple big shots these last couple of possessions. You know, really a solid playing from everyone. I mean, Jack Healy with 6 points, hitting 2 big threes. He's playing great. You know, getting everyone in and getting playing time, it gets you to see, like, what you have. You look at your team and you say, all right, we got to see how these guys play in certain situations. Some people might go out there and just not be able to do it and cannot handle the pressure. But then you have some people who, you know, you toss them out in situations like this and you say, hey, you can make some plays. We can give them more playing time.
All but 2 players on Emerson that have played in this game have scored. Ogado and Jake Peter have yet to score in this one. Still over 11 minutes left. So we'll see how that shakes out. But you're getting a little bit from a lot of people.
Absolutely, and that goes to how deep this team is. We've talked about it even the last couple years, starting last year. This team is so deep, and they just haven't lost much talent. Granted, Jeff Gray graduated, but they've just had so much talent. It just seem to be getting deeper and deeper every year with every single recruiting class that Coach Curley brings in. It's just impressive.
And recently, Bailey, we had, as O'Connor hits that free throw, Adrian Wojnarowski,
Yep.
the famed ESPN reporter, and Emerson alum Sam Presti were right here at the Brown and Plofker gym. They talked a lot about the history of this program, as it will stay Lynx ball. And Bailey, they used to have to practice outside sometimes. They used to have some games at the Chinatown YMCA. This program has come such a long way.
It's insane how much growth there's been in this program. And the fun fact was, at one point, Emerson was tied for the most general managers in the NBA with 2. You had to talk about them and Duke. It's amazing and it's impressive to see how big this program has gotten. And with the first ever NUMAC championship just last year, you see how much this program has changed, and they're no longer having to go to the YMCA in Chinatown to play games. The growth has been insane.
Tatsis with a shot.
Oh, okay. We're being told that Beckwith lost some teeth out there? Avi, what's going on with Beckwith right now?
I don't know. I didn't see it happen, so we'll see how that shakes out. He's still on the court. Beckwith, not that time. But he's heading down the other way.
He's making it look like he's fine.
And that shot is up and in. That's James Du Bois. He's got 7 now. His first three-pointer of the game. Healy, another 3 from the corner. Too strong. Rebound. Who's got it? Tatsis has it. And it was last touched by the Lions. And Martin and Waterhouse replace O'Connor and Healy. Luckman Abdul Rauf, he takes a seat. Dean Grant back in for Lesley. And Tatsis down low again, spinning on Agado. More ball movement on the outside. Du Bois, flip shot off the glass.
Solid take right there. A lot of pressure right there, a lot of hands up. That's a tough shot to get to go right there.
Du Bois scoring a back-to-back possessions. Beckwith answers. Call him instant oatmeal. Just add water.
Great play right there by Beckwith. Once again, hitting the 3. You know, he might have lost a couple teeth, but he's okay right now.
Tatsis, another spin move, but a foul. And it's on Agado. That's 2 on Jalen. And he will be replaced by Houston.
This will be interesting to see what they do now with the big fella in there. Houston's got 14 on the night. We'll see if they continue to try and work it in with him.
About 9 minutes remaining in this one. Lions lead by 23. Tatsis, Trent on the right wing, rattled out. Yet another rebound for Jared Houston. Allen drives with the left hand, in trouble, backs that out. Hanging in the air is Martin, not that time. Tatsis controls.
Just a tough night for Martin.
Du Bois, no, skying for the rebound is Houston. Beckwith now on the hesitation.
Oh.
No look pass, Martin. Waterhouse on the right wing, not that time.
Big
Houston puts it back where it belongs.
Just too strong right there. Houston getting the board. Oh no, you love to hate to see that right there.
An unforced error and a turnover for the Lynx.
That's just terrible. You're getting ready to go set things up offensively, and you just lose a handle of it. That is a tough break to see.
That's not how you climb out of a 25-point hole, and the Lions turn right back over.
Yep.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, they're just going to try and one-up each other. You make a turnover, I'll try and do it a little flashier way.
So the Lynx reset, trying to get a run going of some sorts, and Beckwith takes that away. Down the court is Houston, poked back to the Lynx. Tatis at the rim, lays it in.
Tatis, saying his name all night for Lesley. He's playing outstanding. With 25 points now, kid is just incredible.
The new Greek freak?
Yeah, I think that name is exclusively reserved for Antetokounmpo.
Martin threw it away. Here goes Trent the other way. He doesn't have numbers and he doesn't care. Rebounded by Beckwith.
Sometimes when you're down 23, you just got to try and go for it. Make something happen.
Beckwith tipped up. Houston can't get it to go. It was last touched by...
They can't say it's out.
By the Lions,
Yeah.
so it'll be Lynx ball.
I was going to say, if they gave it to the Lions right there, I would have been shocked.
C.K. Williams comes back in for Lesley, replacing Dominique Herman. Ben Allen will sit, replaced by Trevor McLean, and also coming in the game is Fabrizio. Boyce way off on that three. Rebound will go off Lesley. Beckwith also took a seat.
Probably going to try and figure out that teeth situation.
Under 7 minutes to play. Martin gets a screen from Waterhouse. He was looking, or excuse me, that's Houston. Waterhouse now, he's the one shooting threes. Zach Waterhouse.
Just too pretty right there. Waterhouse can get that shot. He'll make it every single time. It's just too easy for him.
So efficient as well. That's 4 threes for those of you keeping track at home. Steven Fabrizio.
Oh,
Whoa.
just too mean right there.
2 hands for safety. McLean. Waterhouse, does he have another? No. Fabrizio puts it
They're going
back.
to call it foul.
A foul is called.
Waterhouse will go to line for 3 right here.
And Trevon Trent picks up his 4th.
Yeah, that's a solid foul. Decent closeout right there, but Waterhouse will go to the line.
Waterhouse, the Hampton, New Hampshire native, knocks down the first. He actually
Yeah, I was about to say.
actually went to the same high school as Ben Allen.
Yep, absolutely. And I was also going to say, surprisingly, as great of a shooter is, he's only 57.1% from the free throw line. Which is interesting, because you think of how great of a shooter he is, you think he'd be money from the foul line.
James Du Bois and Dean Grant sit. John Du Bois comes back in for the Lynx, along with Kyle Murphy. 90-62. Kostas Tatsis working on Houston now. They got to reset. Trent kicks it out, single-digit shot clock. Here's Williams. Hoists up a difficult shot, goes right to Houston. And it went right through the legs of Nate Martin.
Tough play right there. Martin really not having the best night. 1 of 4 from the field, just 2 points, 1 board, 3 assists. Granted, that might be just, they've been up big so much time. They don't want him to play too much and possibly get injured or something, but he's had a tough night so far.
The Lions are already above their season scoring average, and there's over 5 minutes left in this one. Trevor McLean, that's his 3rd foul. And Jack Healy will replace Nate Martin. Trayvon Trent at the line for the first time tonight.
Trent, an 83.3% free throw shooter on the year.
A 1-and-1 situation as Lesley's in the bonus. And he makes the first. Trent, as we were saying earlier, he's the only senior on this Lesley Lynx team. He hits both free throws. Waterhouse off a screen. And his pass stolen by Tatsis.
You like that pick and roll right there. Houston, if he got that, he was going in with a full head of steam right there.
Trent backs up. Houston guarding him. Kicks it out. Murphy. That was halfway down. Tatsis not giving up. He misses the putback shot.
And with that rebound, that puts Houston at 11 boards on the night. So he's got 11 boards and 16 points. So he's got the double-double now.
Fabrizio backs out. Dishes to Healy. Inside Houston. Left-handed hook shot.
Make it 18.
What a beautiful move from Jared Houston. The touch and the finish.
Just so nice. Every time he gets it in there, he just makes it look so easy. And he does it so efficiently. 7 of 8 now from the field. Just so easy for him.
11 rebounds to go with his 18 points. Fabrizio gets a hard rebound. Healy, and Tatsis was trying to deny the catch by Houston.
You'll take that foul right there, because if Houston's getting that, Tatis wasn't in the proper position, and I think Houston's going to try and flush that one right there if he gets it.
And Jared Houston will take a seat. Ben Allen back in the game. And checking back in for the Lynx is Dominique Herman for Tatsis. 4.5 minutes precisely left in this one. As Healy finds Fabrizio on the baseline. McLean gets a screen. Fires in the corner, too strong. Rebound leaks out to Waterhouse. Back to Fabrizio. Easily puts it up with the right hand.
Best part about that was Fabrizio thought he had someone on the back of him, so he was kind of going with the back down move and then turned and was like, oh, I'm wide open. I'll just easily lay this one in.
Fabrizio has 4 points and 5 boards in good minutes off the bench. Trent hoists a 3. Good look, but Allen skies for the loose ball. McLean in the corner. Head fake. Shuffle pass inside. Allen. Back out McLean. And he shuffled his shoes.
Yeah.
Not a dance floor. It's a basketball floor.
No, absolutely not. That's a tough one there for McLean, picking up that travel call.
Zach Waterhouse. He heads to the bench. Jake Peter returns. Backdoor cut by Trent. Murphy in the corner. That 3 is no good. Peter with the rebound. Allen looking for a cutter. He's got Fabrizio down low. Fabrizio, head fake. Shot is up and in. Steven Fabrizio with a couple of buckets here in the second half.
Nice play by the big man right there. Just creating space, doing kind of exactly what Houston does. Uses his big body and big frame to create separation in space and getting the easy 2 right there.
Du Bois. That's John Du Bois. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Trent with 5 seconds. He's got to shoot it. He will. Left hand too strong. Allen out and running for the Lions. Finds Healy in transition. No good. He gets his own miss. He finds Peter down low, and he's fouled.
Great play right there. I love Jack Healy following his shot. That's what coaches love to see. You put up a shot, you want to continue to follow and try and attack and get the offensive board. That's what Healy does. And then throws a nice pass.
Jake Peter heading to the free throw line with 2:25 to go. Nothing but the bottom on the first. Kyle Murphy, Trayvon Trent, they will sit. James Du Bois and Dean Grant are in the game for the Lynx. A couple of high arcing free throws there from Jake Peter, but
something interesting, but it works.
It didn't even hit the rim. Here's Cinque Williams. Back out to Du Bois. to Du Bois. That three is blocked. Allen comes up with it. Down the court to Peter. Peter goes up strong, misses. McLean the offensive rebound.
Nice dribble escape right there by McLean.
Allen for three. Yes, sir! Ben Allen from deep.
Hey, he must run in the school system. Ben Allen, Zach Waterhouse, teammates in high school. Yeah, Waterhouse known for his three-point shooting, so it's got to run in the program.
Williams lost it out of bounds. It's Emerson ball, and they've cracked over 100 points. Timeout called by Lesley.
And that is the fourth time this year Lesley has allowed 100 points in a game. Tough break right there.
And just a substitution timeout. A minute 41 left in this one. Jalen Agado returns. He's the only player on the Lions who has played and yet to score.
He's open.
He's open down low. He turns with a left hand, and he scores. Jalen Agado. And every player on the Emerson Lions who has played tonight has scored.
That's big right there. You love to see that. And definitely Coach Curley knew that was a thing, and he wanted to make sure he got everyone in that had played and made sure they got. Oh, it's a mean block right there.
Wow. I think that was Jake Peter.
I think it might have been. I didn't see it, but it just looked mean because he sent that right. Mean.
And even Coach Curley had a little smile on his face.
I think it broke one of the lights. Oh, man. That was just a mean block.
Everything in the Brown Plofker gym feeling this Lions win as the men's team is just seconds away from completing this doubleheader sweep. Peter from deep, rebounded by Williams. And right in the middle of finals week, Bailey, the Emerson Lions give their faithful fans a couple of big wins here on this Tuesday night.
Absolutely. A huge win and big momentum push for the end of the semester. And if you're one of the guys on the team, you're feeling confident and you're feeling ready to go. And this is exactly how you want to end the semester, with a big win.
Dean Grant hits a three, his first points of the game. Ty Lebetsky, number 14 for Lesley. He's also checked in the game. And Ben Allen will dribble this clock. Shot clock turned off. And a nice ovation from the fans here at the Brown and Plofker Gym. The Emerson Lions, twice today, have taken care of business. First the women's team, now the men's team. And the Lions defeat the Lesley Lynx 103-70.
Just a great game. I mean, everything was coming up perfect for Emerson. They couldn't miss. They got everyone involved, everyone that played on the score sheet. Just a great game. I mean, Houston finishes with 18 and 11. Connor with 17 and 7 assists. Beck with 16 points.
Lost a tooth.
Yeah, lost a tooth. Waterhouse with 13 points. Just everyone kind of contributed, and it was just a great team game. And it's something you make sure you always have this film ready to go at any point to show this team if they ever get into a little slump and say, hey, if we play as a team, we're great.
You said that everybody contributed, but quite literally,
yes,
everybody contributed. Every single person who played tonight scored. How do you feel if you're a player on this team who doesn't normally get a lot of minutes, but you get in there and you score and the enthusiasm is there, Bailey? You've played on a lot of teams in a lot of different sports. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it makes you feel great, especially if you're someone that doesn't get as much playing time. And when you do get out there and you score and everyone starts going crazy, it's the best feeling ever. Because it's like, hey, I can go out there and I can do things. And everyone behind me is cheering for me and hoping that I play well. And that's the thing on every team. Every team, everyone's hoping you succeed and do great. So when you get the opportunity, it's huge. This is just the biggest morale booster. Because when you get put in these situations and you can make plays, it's huge.
The Lesley Lynx drop to 0-9. The Emerson Lions rebound off of a tough loss to Emerson, and they improve to 6-4. Bailey, any final thoughts before we head off?
Just everyone doing it. I mean, there's not much more you can say, but just an incredible game, and just there's really no bad things you can say about this game. They just got to continue to play well and have a successful time coming back from this break.
Well, right in the middle of finals week, the Emerson Lions get the job done. First it was the women's team, then it was the men's team. Emerson 103, Lesley 70, our final score here from the Brown and Plofker Gym. From everybody here at Emerson Channel Sports, I'm Avi Kargloth for Bailey Kennedy saying so long, and we'll see you next time.